Griffin Johnson just opened up about where he stands with his ex, Dixie D'Amelio, and we have all the details. I'm Gabi Conti.
I'm Jana Rosenberg, and this is your 24/7 celebrity news. The Hollywood Fix just caught up with Griffin Johnson as he was leaving dinner at Craig's with Jonathan Cheban, aka Food God, aka Kim Kardashian's bestie. Griffin was inappropriately wearing a Saddle Ranch face mask as he walked with his buddy and manager Michael Gruen of Talent X. When the Hollywood Fix asked Griffin if things were totally done for sure with him and Dixie and if the recent split could ever work things out, Griffin said, "I think for now we're just chilling. You always just go with the flow." Griffin also weighed in on the status of Josh and Nessa by saying, "That's a mystery. Nobody knows." Which seems to be very true. Who knows what's going on with them? However, I'm really happy that we finally have like a public statement from Griffin, even though, it was a paparazzi statement.
Right.
But he seemed like he really wanted to talk about it. He was like, look, we're on good terms, like things are fine. And he also seemed a bit hopeful of a future with them.
Well, he has been definitely putting that out there. He has been like tweeting a lot of things that I think is that he's hopeful for that. He's been talking to Bryce about like how he's hopeful that he gets back with Dixie. So, it does seem like they are on good terms, at least from a social media perspective. I do think that after this situation and also after what happened with Bradison, that these TikTok stars are probably going to be keeping their relationship offline as much as they can.
Very low
because they don't want things to erupt like it did with when Grixie broke up and like that whole thing happened back with Chase back in the day. So like I feel like that they are being a little bit more conservative with what they say. But you are right. Griffin definitely wanted to tell us more, but his manager Michael Gruen was definitely pulling him away, definitely getting him to try to be quiet.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's so difficult. There's such a balance between being respectful to paparazzi. I mean, Justin Bieber does it really well. He's like, look, guys, I know you have a job to do. I totally respect it. But sometimes, like, they just don't want to say anything. They don't want their photo taken. You just want to go get a smoothie or go get dinner.
But it's not that's what they're doing, though. It's like the places that they're going are places that paparazzi camps out at and are places that paparazzi know celebrities are going to be at. So I totally believe that they should have that right.
Yeah.
And I do think it would be inappropriate if they were at a more, like, low-key restaurant and the paparazzi were there, or, like, the paparazzi, came into the restaurant, which restaurants don't allow.
Yeah.
But outside dining, it does make it easier to do that. Griffin was seen at Craig's. Craig's is the same restaurant where Hailey Bieber and Madison Beer ran in to Selena Gomez, right? Months ago. It's a place you go to be seen. It's a place you go to be noticed. So I do think that Griffin going there and Jonathan going there, they wanted to be seen. They wanted to be seen together. I have a feeling they could be working on a project together. I mean, the fact that Griffin was there with his manager, it does seem like that was a business meal that they were coming from. And they seemed like they had something else that they had to go to after, which I believe was a business venture.
Right. And Griffin, like we've talked about this before, he hasn't really found his niche yet. So maybe he's doing something cool with Food God. I mean, I don't know if you guys know who Food God is, but his Instagram's hilarious. It's him eating all of this glorious, amazing food that we wish we could eat every day. He's obviously Kim Kardashian's bestie, so we have another Kardashian TikTok star relationship maybe in the making, which is kind of cool. But again, you're so right. I mean, it's a hot spot. Obviously, he's going to get asked about his relationship with Dixie, as that was like the biggest thing that's happened in the last couple weeks.
Right. Because it seems like the hot spots right now are Craig's, Boa, and Saddle Ranch. I mean, the fact that Griffin was
Should we go there?
Should we go there? We'll just stand outside and be like, hey guys, we talk about you all the time. Do you want to be interviewed right now?
DMS. We'll let you know like what is going down every minute of our dinner.
I don't know. That Hollywood Fix guy, he does a good job.
He's so good.
He's so good.
He's so good.
Like I woke up this morning to the video being there. I was like in deep sleep, I think, when that video came out. So I'm pretty grateful for the Hollywood Fix guy and keeping us up to date with the tea. And people definitely, fans, we have a fan right now saying, Dixie, please don't go back to him, because I think fans, it seems like, and let us know how you feel about it, but I feel like most people, most fans, even most former Grixie shippers do not want Griffin and Dixie to get back together after what he did to her.
I mean, rightfully so. Gabi, if this was me, I don't think you'd want me to get back with that guy, vice versa.
Yes, same,
I mean, it's just tough. Also, it was so public. It is really such a bummer that all of this aired so publicly, because it didn't really even give Dixie the chance to feel any other type of way except for angry, mad, betrayed, you know?
Right, and so. I do wish, I mean, I'm partially grateful that we got to see what went down, but I almost wish for Dixie's sake that this happened privately and she was able to process it on her own. Because, yeah, I mean, finding out that your boyfriend is Snapchatting girls, trying to hang out with them and asking for pictures of their toes is just like,
Not
it's just
cool.
TMI. It's like yeah, have that out there. It's just
A lot of you guys have been commenting that's not cheating. A lot of you guys have been commenting that is cheating. We all have our different opinions about what is cheating. I feel like anytime you are engaging with a person inappropriately, like it makes me uncomfortable, like as your girlfriend, or even if it was like a guy friend and he was going through this, you know?
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing, to me, a definition of cheating is when trust is broken.
Yes.
So it could be anything, and I think, yes, intention to cheat is almost just as bad as like finding out that your significant other was hooking.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
He also said, I'll fly you out to LA.
Yeah,
That was one of the
like,
Snapchats.
come
Like,
on.
that's just messed up. So
very messed up.
We digress.
We digress. So while Griffin and Dixie did recently split after Griffin was caught Snapchatting another girl, as we mentioned, it seems like the two former lovers are being friendly again on social media. Dixie has refollowed Griffin on Twitter, but still did not follow him back on Instagram. And it seems like Griffin is using Twitter to try to either get Dixie's attention or win her back, as he recently tweeted a statement that appeared to be about his situation with Dixie by saying, quote, "People on the internet only see what is put out to them. I don't expect anyone to understand, but everything is worked out and good terms." And Dixie then liked this tweet. Then in a recent YouTube video that Griffin posted on his channel, he and Bryce are talking about if they would one day marry Dixie and Addison respectively. First, Griffin asked Bryce if he would marry Addison, and Bryce gets really flustered with the question and then tries to divert the attention by asking Griffin if he would ever marry Dixie, to which Griffin says, "Maybe. You never know."
Who knows, you guys? We say this all the time. They're so young, but like that doesn't mean the love is any less than love that happens in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s, you know?
Right, and I will say, because they're in the public eye, because their careers are doing really well, I mean, like Dixie just got signed to a big record label, like, I mean, she's going on the up and up, and Griffin is definitely doing very well with his own things too. He's getting more into making YouTube videos, like Bryce Hall is doing, which I think is great.
Right.
So I would say that, you know, I think when your career is settled, no matter what age you are, it does make sense that you kind of want to settle other parts of your life, and that you do want to like settle down. They are very young. I mean, like Dixie just graduated high school. I want to say, so definitely give it a couple of more years. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like a couple of years from now they end up getting married after having some time off. I mean, look at Gigi and Zayn. I feel like that is our happily
Perfect
ever
example.
after that we want to look at, the off and on. And,
And sometimes like the drama, I feel sometimes the drama makes you realize how much you love and care about that person, and you don't want to be without them, you know? It does. Like, I mean, people are laughing at me in the studio, but it is so true, because I just feel like, you know, it just, the time away, you're like, oh, I miss this person, this fight was so stupid, why was I so mad? And then, you know, I feel like that's like Zayn and Gigi. I feel like they had a lot of that, and now they're having a baby.
Yes,
so.
But as a dating expert, I have to say, if you're chasing drama in a relationship, that's never a good sign. I'm currently in a very happy relationship that is my least dramatic relationship that I've ever had.
And she's killing it.
It's really good. It's different. You have to adjust to the lack of drama. But, you know, after a while, sometimes you just want someone to eat dinner and watch TV with.
And just chill
and not worry who they're texting.
I think these two need to go through everything they're going through kind of separately right now too. I mean, they're rising to fame. Yes, they're very famous, but they're still, it's been less than a year since we have known who the D'Amelios are. We've known Griffin Johnson.
They're still at the start of their career. I think a lot will go on and happen for them. I mean, I think it would be interesting. I'm curious if Griffin's getting into food blogging, because that would be very fascinating.
That would be cool.
If
I'm here
that's
for
why
it.
he was with Jonathan. I don't know. Or they're working on some other. I have a feeling that either the Kardashians are latching onto TikTok stars to either stay relevant, or I'm also hoping to give some kind of mentorship to these up-and-comers and giving them advice of what they wish they know.
Which is really cool, because if anyone knows fame, it is the Kardashians.
It's the Kardashians.
It doesn't matter what you think of them. I mean, they're the most photographed, the most sought-after family in this town. So.
Even Jonathan being like kind of Kardashian adjacent, like he's still someone who is, I say, part of that. I mean, he's been in the spotlight for as long as the Kardashians have been in the spotlight.
Definitely.
So it does make sense, for sure.
Definitely. All right, so then the Hollywood Fix then asked Griffin if he would be dating someone new anytime soon. Let's not forget that recently Griffin tweeted post the Dixie breakup, let's just say he has a new crush. So this could either be about himself or one of his friends. We're not entirely sure. Griffin took a long pause before responding to the Hollywood Fix about dating someone new anytime soon and said, probably not for a while. I'm just going to sit down and do my own thing and focus on the boys. Then Michael, who reps Griffin, butted in and said, "Focus on work. You should try that." As he then tried to pull him away, and he was like, "This is getting this is too much info for you."
Oh.
But yeah, I think that's great. I think, look, he made a really big mistake. He's totally gonna grow from it. I think him and Dixie, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. He's even said that on social media. He's like, people think they know everything, just that's surface on the internet, but you just don't. So this could be a really good time for them. And you Grixie shippers out there, maybe it'll bring them back together, or maybe Dixie will date someone so much better, and Griffin will find someone so much better for them.
I mean, I kind of feel like if Dixie's getting deeper into the music industry, that it might make sense for her to date someone who is also in the music industry.
Ooh.
Someone who's in the music industry. Doesn't have to be a musician,
Yeah.
but perhaps someone in the music industry. I mean, I'm kind of looking at like Ariana Grande's relationships.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of was helpful in taking her there to that next
That's
level.
true.
And I do think that Griffin being single for a second, since he was acting like he was single by Snapchatting someone else when he was in a relationship, so maybe like living in that singleness for a bit, working on yourself, becoming a stronger person, realizing you don't need validation from Snapchat when you have a significant other, should hopefully help him get into a better place where he's ready for a relationship.
Totally agree with you there. I mean, but if I had any advice for Dixie, I would say maybe don't date anyone in music. Artists, it's hard. People and artists are so emotional. Like, I think Jaden Hossler can speak to this. Like, he's like a very emotional human. And like, you know, it's just different. So I don't know.
I was thinking
I don't know.
more like an up-and-coming music producer, less
Okay.
of
I like that for her.
emotional bad boy musician. I definitely think whoever Dixie dates next should probably be a little older than her and should probably be someone who is a little less of a party animal.
I agree.
No offense, Griffin.
Right. I think
less of a partier, someone who prioritizes work.
the Sway Boys are party boys. We all know
We
it.
know that. That's
I
what we
don't
love
know.
about them.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fun. They're
I
the
mean,
party group.
Griffin was in a frat, and we know what that's like.
Right.
So.
He's also the oldest. So Dixie has experienced dating an older guy. He's out of all the Sway Boys. Griffin's the oldest. He's 21, maybe over 21 now. When I spoke to him, he's 21.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're right. She's gonna want someone more mature. I think that showed her that even at 21, 22 years old, like, boys just still have a long way to go.
They just have some growing up to do, and I mean, I really do feel that personally, I mean, this is kind of biased, that men don't become men until they're in their 30s.
Yes.
I feel like their 20s, they kind of are all into partying and just like, you know, not settling down. Of course, this varies. I can't give you a blanket statement on every person ever.
It does, yeah.
It does vary, but a majority of men in their 20s, especially when you're new to LA, like you do not want to settle down when you're new
Worst,
to
you
Los
guys.
Angeles. And even though the city is shut down, I do feel like the TikTok community is acting like it isn't.
Yeah.
So I understand why they are, you know, living their best life, partying, having as much fun as possible. We have someone saying, I ship Dixie with Noah. Okay, but I respect Dixie, and she should be able to get what she wants for herself. I mean, yeah, people already are trying to pair Dixie up with other people. There was also a Taylor Holder had said something like he has a crush on her, and they had some romance back in the day, perhaps.
I'm here. They did. I'm here for Taylor Holder and Dixie. I'm not here for Dixie and Noah, because if you watch any Hollywire content, you know that I believe Noah belongs with a very I don't know who it is, but I don't know.
Maybe he's trying to say he
maybe
belongs with you. Noah's ideal type is a Hollywire host who is not Gabi. Okay.
No, but yeah, I'm here for the Dixie and Taylor. I love that ship.
Yeah.
Taylor also got very blushy when we asked him about it here, so maybe that will happen. However, I see everyone taking all the TikTok stars in all the houses taking a chill pill on the dating right now.
Yeah.
So
guys, focus on yourself. We love it. I mean, we love the ships. We love like following what's happening with everyone. But definitely taking a time to take a breath is really great. Also, I do worry about Dixie and Taylor because, you know, the way that Taylor had treated Summer, like, right?
Not great.
Not great.
Yeah, it wasn't
not great. So I kind of want to make sure.
Though, maybe that's what we heard. I've also heard that he gets his heart broken a lot, Taylor. So maybe he's just trying to find love, and he's just all, I don't know.
And Taylor was just spotted with Lauren Gray, but it wasn't because they were dating. They were doing a music video or some video of some sort.
Oh, yes.
So I am kind of curious about how much of the stuff that Taylor puts on the internet or that he's getting, like, you know, photographed doing, how much of that is real or how much of that is for content. So we have to watch out for that for sure.
I will be keeping a close eye on Taylor Holder.
Yeah, let's keep tabs. We might give you an update on him soon. Griffin also talked a little bit about, apparently there is a new house, the Triller house. Griffin has previously stated that he was done with TikTok and ready to move on to Triller, an app that is similar to TikTok, after becoming frustrated with the backlash for taking too long to complete a TikTok chain. We all remember that. Griffin told The Hollywood Fix that he is transitioning over to Triller, but it's going to be a slow transition, but he still will be making content for TikTok and YouTube. As for if he will ever get into Instagram Reels, Griffin said, probably not. It's too much for me.
I get that. It's a lot of content
lot.
going on. There's YouTube, there's TikTok, there's Triller, there's Instagram, and now there's like Instagram Reels. Like
Yeah.
I'm just getting adjusted to IGTV here, people.
Me too.
I can't imagine.
It's a lot. Someday, I know some of you are following me on TikTok. Thank you. Someday I will post a video. One day, perhaps.
You know what? One of you guys just commented that we need to post more TikToks.
Yes.
I will show you the comment.
Yeah, okay.
It says,
okay.
can Gabi and Jana please post TikToks together?
Okay,
So
we'll
we
do that. So that'll be my first TikTok will be with Jana, and we'll make sure we do that. Are you guys on Reels, or are you guys going to stay with TikTok? Has anyone transitioned over to Triller? I'm just kind of curious of where people are watching and making content right now.
I feel like people are not ditching TikTok at all. I don't think that's happening at all. I think we're super loyal to TikTok. TikTok is still just so much fun, and we love it, and I don't know what's going on, if it's going to get shut down or whatever. I don't think it will. But I feel like when Griffin said it was a slow transformation, slow transition, I think he's still putting a lot of focus in TikTok because that's where his biggest fan base is.
Yeah.
And it'll be like sprinkles of Triller. Like, I don't think it's as dramatic as the internet has made it seem.
Right.
And that being said, if TikTok sticks around, I don't really see this whole Triller thing sticking.
I feel like the Triller is kind of more like a business venture for them. It's similar to when a TikTok star makes merch. I feel like it's like, they're doing this. This is the project they're working on. But they do respect TikTok, which is where they came up and what has made them this public figure. I mean, Bryce has even said that too. He's like, look, I have to thank TikTok because Bryce has been in the game forever.
Yes.
He's been on so many different social media platforms, but the one that really made him break, the one that made him a Hollywire household name is TikTok, and he respects that. So I do think that these creators are respecting where they came from. I don't think that people will be deleting their TikTok accounts anytime soon.
Right.
But I do think it's kind of cool that we are kind of, getting other types of platforms out there. To me, it's like it's just more content,
I totally agree with you there. It's like, look, at the end of the day, the more the merrier. If you're the biggest Griffin Johnson fan, Josh Richards fan, guess what? There's another platform you
see
can
them
watch
do
them on.
a different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's basically like different television channels, right?
Totally.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, and I think that's where we're moving in this big digital world.
Yeah, as we're creating our own content, which is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
but I think like for Dixie, it's interesting because she's working on her music career and whatnot. I think TikTok is like the biggest help for the music industry, especially now without concerts.
Right.
So I don't see someone like Dixie D'Amelio or even her sister Charlie, who's not even doing music, leaving anytime soon.
No,
either,
I don't think so either. I think it's a great app, and I think it's really cool that there's so many more platforms for these creators. And the kind of cool thing is like, perhaps we will see some new stars come out of Triller.
Yeah, that would be cool too. You're
some
right.
new musicians. We'll hear some new music. I think it's really great how this is all happening.
I do too.
As for Dixie and Griffin, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they could get back together. I feel like that's a potential, but I don't think it's something that will happen overnight. I don't feel like this will happen like tomorrow.
Right. Here's my thing. With history and with relationships that end bad and a mix of being really young, I think there's a high chance these two will get back together. I think they're going to try to hide it, and we're going to find out because we always do.
We always do. And
I
keep you
don't
posted.
think it's going to happen immediately, but I do think over the next month or two, we're going to see them kind of hanging out again. Rumors are going to start. If not, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, maybe Dixie will follow Griffin back on Instagram.
She did.
She did. No,
she did.
I just checked today. She wasn't following him.
Oh, I thought she did. Sorry.
She's following him on Twitter, not on Instagram, from what I just checked.
It's hard to see your ex live his life on Instagram or her life on Instagram. It's like photos, you're your best self on that. So it's like, I don't want to see you being your best self. You know what I mean? I totally get that.
I will say, I feel like when you unfollow someone on a social media platform, especially when you're in the public eye, that is kind of almost a public statement because it's so much easier to see when someone unfollows someone versus if you just mute them. That's your own business.
And everyone knows when you unfollow someone, it's just like it's done. It's at that moment, it's done. You know.
Yeah.
But you're right. It is a public statement. You know what I've learned to do? Hot take here, you guys. Hot tip. you can mute someone that you don't want to see their post, so you like
Yeah.
never see them.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I do that all the time. If someone's like
yeah.
annoying me, I just mute them because I've done in the past. I like unfollowed like friends that I was just like their content annoyed me. And I was just like, I don't need to see this. I was like, I don't need to see this. And then like later they'd be like, oh, don't you follow me on
Right.
Instagram? And I'd be like, no. And so I'd have to follow them, and they would just be like, oh, okay, and like get all awkward. And
I
was like,
feel like it's better. It's like, you know, it's just better.
this was a while ago. I didn't know muting was a thing. Now I'm grateful to know muting's a thing, and hopefully you guys will follow that advice. If someone's content's annoying you, it's like you don't want to see their vacation selfies. You
Yeah,
know?
you don't
like
want to see
how
them
many
being-
bikini pictures can you post when you're in a relationship?
being
right?
their best self. Yeah, you totally don't. I totally
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Before we wrap it up here, guys, just want to make sure we're not missing any of your amazing comments. Someone said, stop shipping Dixie with people. She made it pretty clear she wants a break. Agree. Look, we
Yeah.
agree. We just
Yeah.
love love. We're just here for the love. And in the future, when she wants to be with someone, like,
We're here for it.
I want to know.
Any glimmer of hope that we see with these couples, former couples, we just want them to be happy. That is the bottom line. We are like we just want them to be happy.
Yes. Someone also said, you know, I still ship Bradison. They've been pretty quiet recently,
Very
but
quiet.
we still ship them too.
We do ship
So,
them.
update, hopefully on them coming soon.
Yes, yes,
We are
yes. We
waiting.
will stay tuned. We will be on their social media and
Yes.
and hopefully they go out soon because they haven't been spotted out recently. That's the problem.
I know. Well, she's releasing her makeup line today.
Today.
So it's a big day for Addison. And
Yes.
I'm sure it's going to be exciting. I think we'll see like Dixie D'Amelio, Charlie D'Amelio, all the gang kind of support her
Oh, yeah.
and be here for it.
The
You
makeup
know?
looks so cute.
I know. I'm excited. I'm excited for that mascara.
That mascara with the castor oil. We gotta get
telling
it.
you, you
We
gotta-
gotta get it.
Gotta get it. So what do you guys think? Do you think Dixie D'Amelio and Griffin Johnson will be getting back together anytime soon? Do you think they won't be? Let us know in the comments.
Let
We
us
want to
know. We can do some shout outs for you guys. So
Elena Kruger, what's up, girl?
do you know what's so funny is there's someone who has an Addison Rae name currently watching, but it's not Addison Rae. It is a fan page, and people are getting very confused about that.
She always comments on our videos. And at first, I was like, oh my gosh, she
Really,
commented.
Addison Rae loves Hollywire.
It was us talking about her new makeup line.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And like, we've interviewed her before. Like, we know Addison, it's
Yeah,
all good.
yeah.
But it wasn't her. It was. So whoever you
Oh
are,
my God.
you
And
really
Joe,
tricked me.
Joe Secchi wants, I don't know if that's French name, really wants a shout out. So here you go, Joe Secchi.
Big
You got
fan.
your shout out.
We're a
shout
big
out
fan
to
of
you. We're a
you.
big fan of you. And hi, Lena. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for watching, you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, wow. We really love you guys.
We
Thanks
love
for
you
hanging
guys.
out with
we
us.
love all the fun. We love going live and talking about the news and what's going on in this world. And
Wow, Josie, big fan.
Yeah, big fans of everyone.
Ava, hashtag Grixie.
Hashtag Grixie. Okay,
We'll
guys.
see.
Well, we'll keep you posted about what happens with Grixie. Also, let us know if you think Dixie and Griffin should get back together or if you think they're better as friends. Keep us posted. I'm Gabi Conti.
I'm Jana Rosenberg. And follow us here at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.